Hi, I'm Abby, an animator and illustrator from Scotland. This is my December vlog. In it, I illustrate some of my friends' pets to go in with their Christmas cards. I also illustrate some recipe cards for presents, and I do Zesty Does Things creature feature for that month. Let's get into the vlog.
To the next level.
So the animals I'm drawing here today are two of my friends' pets. Pablo is the dog, and Tigger is the cat. My friend has had Pablo for a number of years, but Tigger is quite a new addition to my other friend's house. The process of drawing both of these was pretty straightforward. Once I had the sketch in my sketchbook and I kind of knew what I wanted to do, I just sketched it really lightly out onto paper and then began to paint it in. I really like leaving a lot of white in a watercolour illustration for natural highlights. I think it gives it a very watercolour look, and I really like the way that looks on Tigger in particular. I also really like the choice of foliage for Pablo's picture, because I left that down to the last minute to make a decision on. I didn't in my sketch specify what it was that I was going to put there, and in fact what's in there in the sketch I don't like at all, so I'm really thrilled with the choice that I went with in the end. When these arrived at my friend's house, they were really pleased with them. I didn't tell them they were coming, so I think they were a little surprised, and I got back a picture of Tigger and his portrait and Pablo and his portrait, which you can see both of those on my Instagram if you're interested. So this next section of the video, I'm going to be talking about how I made these. I think these turned out super well. For Christmas this year, I made my mum some homemade horchata and I made my brother some pickles. I did this because the environment's really important to me and I didn't want to just buy another present for the sake of buying a present. And we celebrate Yule instead of Christmas because we are pagans, and so Traditionally, Yule was about sharing what you had with somebody who had something different to get through difficult winter months, and something about making them a food present felt like it really connected with that idea. When it came to making the illustrations, I wasn't really sure what I was doing. I haven't done this before. I've sketched food in my sketchbook, but never with more than a pencil, and I've never had to render food, which was really the thing I was the most worried about. I took a lot of inspiration from an artist called Snow Lattes. Their work is gorgeous, and they were really helpful. I also looked at anime, and I just looked at reference pictures, and I just did what felt right. I definitely found the pickles harder. I draw a lot of liquids and smoke in other illustration work, so drawing the horchata liquid didn't come too unnaturally to me, but I had no idea how to draw the pickles to begin with. So I just did what felt right, and I had to show it to some friends because I was so uncertain, but they really liked it and that gave me a lot of confidence. In the end, I think these turned out really cute. I really like the combination of the very clean card and the very clean way the recipe's written out, next to the illustrations, which are very cartoony and bubbly and fun. I particularly like all the little flourishes I did to really bring the illustrations to life, such as the sparkles and the little shines around the horchata and around the pickles, the little bits of the horchata spilling out the sides. Yeah, I'm really pleased with them and I think they turned out really well. Going to be working on Zesty Does Things creature feature. The theme is Krampus. So he's got a little explanation of what it is that you do, what a Krampus is, and then he's got, because he's done this one before, he has an old Krampus. So let's do that. Hi, it's voiceover me again. I'm going to be talking about the process of drawing this Krampus, because this is a piece that I just jumped into with very little planning, and so in comparison to everything else that you've seen in this vlog, it's one of the things that I cut the most footage out for. I left in a bit at the beginning here where I changed the horns out several times, but I tried a lot more variations of horns before I settled on pretty straight horns. I also changed the hand position at one point during this speed paint, because when I originally conceived this Krampus, I wanted to use his birch stick, which he often carries with him to hit people with, as more of a halo around him. I wanted him to kind of have a lot of them coming out of his shoulders. But it really just didn't work, and I really didn't like it, and I tried it about 4 or 5 times before I relented and decided that I just didn't think it was going to work at all. And because of that, I changed the position so that he could hold the stick instead. I think this piece is interesting because while I don't not like it, I definitely do like it. I just look at it and think that I could have spent some more time working on just a few bits and pieces there. I really like the pose, I really like the tongue, and I think he has all the classic markers of a Krampus. But I know that my style and my tendency is to make things cute, and I really wish for this one I'd given it more time to step outside that comfort zone and make something that was less cute and more Krampus. Which again isn't to say that I don't like this piece, I definitely do like this piece. I just think I've missed a learning opportunity. Hey, so you've made it to the end of the vlog. Thank you for sticking around, I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope you'll join me for the next one. Scotland.
What there?
You're missing a...
No, I'm not missing a button. It's just a little frayed.
What?
So
What?